Good morning, guys. Today is the 15th of March, 2024. We're going to talk about a few of the rituals that have played out in the headlines over the past few days. I do want to take a moment, guys, to apologize that it's been a few weeks since I've done a video. Life happens to all of us and kicked me in my ass about 2 weeks ago. I had to have an emergency surgery. Woke up on a Saturday morning, felt fine. By noon, I was in the ER. 3 days later, I was in surgery. Very unexpected. I apologize that I've not been able to do any videos because I have been recovering from that. But yesterday, they did a big sacrifice ritual, and those are the ones that I cover the most. So I did want to talk about Nathan Barrett and RJ Barrett. We know going into a lot of these seasons, March Madness, Super Bowls, things like that, we see sacrifices and deaths relating to those events. We did these videos, leading up to the Super Bowl. We're walking into March Madness. Now we got some basketball players dying. RJ came from Duke, and then he went on to be drafted by the New York Knicks, and now he plays for the Raptors. And you're going to see how his career is playing out by the numbers and why the death of his brother came, why they announced it yesterday. So Nathan is the younger brother, and RJ's the one that plays for the Raptors now. So they announced this right before the Duke game starts on the 74th day of the year. Now, he actually died on the 12th, but it was announced on the 14th. So if you look at the day of the announcement, that's the 74th day. The day he died was the 72nd day. But now if you look at when his brother drafted in the 2019 NBA draft. So it was on June 20th of 2019, which is 4 years and 267 days from his death. If you write this dude's full name out, the guy that drafted, you get 267. And we all know that 4 is a number associated with death. So we know why this little boy's brother, or this guy's brother, died 4 years and 267 days after he drafted. His number was up. It was time to make a sacrifice. You don't become rich and famous without having to do some sacrifices. Now, he got drafted by the New York Knicks. He's since been traded to the Raptors, but he got drafted by the Knicks. And he came from Duke. So Duke goes on the court. They're announcing the death of their old player's brother. And we can see why they did it on the 74th day of the year. They waited 2 days to announce it. RJ Barrett, another Duke player, was selected third overall by the New York Knicks. Now, Duke actually lost yesterday. The team that beat them scored 74 points on the 74th day of the year after they announced the death of this. And if you write out Masonic, Lucifer, killing, they all equal 74. Duke actually became 248 yesterday for the season. So 24 wins, 8 losses for the season, and now they're 7-4 in their away stats. So here's their stats right here. They are 248, and their away loss record is 7-4. Human sacrifice is 248. This also happened 142 days after the NBA season started. And if you write out the guy that died, Nathan Barrett, you get 142. And his announcement came 142 days after the season began. The season began on the day leaving 68 days left in the year. If you write out RJ Barrett, you get 68. The Duke Blue Devils, you get 68. Basketball, you get 68. So we can see why it was time for this dude to pay up. His dad, because this is all bloodline related, they keep it in the family. Dad was a big guy too, He played. He's the general manager of the Canadian men's national team. So they keep it in the family. And his son died 257 days before his birthday. And if you look at it, blood sacrifice is 247. The Toronto Raptors is 257. 257 days from Dad's birthday. So he's got a son playing here, and the other son's dead. It's also 112 days from his last birthday. If you write out R.J. Barrett, it's 112. The Brotherhood of Death is 112. It all lines up. That little boy's number was up because Daddy and brother are famous, and they had to make a sacrifice. And Nathan happened to be the one that was chosen for that particular role. Same day that guy died, you got Trump and Biden clinching the nominations. So we're going to have a repeat of the last election, Biden versus Trump. What day did they clinch the election? March 12th. President Biden's 72, President Trump is 72, happened on the 72nd day of the year. It's not hard to see these rituals when you learn this language. So also on March 12th, this guy's in the headline, Aaron Charles Rodgers. Now, what's he in the headlines for? They're saying he is a big conspiracy theorist to Sandy Hook. Probably will get taken down for saying that. But so March 12th, here's your date. And here's the headline puppet. We can see why he was headlined on that day. And also, again, right there on the 72nd day of the year. Well, looky here. If you write out RFK Jr., that's who they're saying Aaron Rodgers was going to be chosen for the vice president of RFK Jr. But he shared conspiracy theories. So that's the big headline. And if you write out RFK Jr., you get 72. Aaron Rodgers, you get 72. Jesuit Order, you get 72. Same day, Trump and Biden's up there getting their nominations. President Biden, 72. President Trump, 72. So we can see why these people were in the headlines. Now, just like you get Aaron Charles Rodgers equaling 312, we're also 312 days from RFK's birthday. So we can see the pattern, right? Same numbers. And then it's also 102 days from Aaron's birthday. And what have they got him up there for? Conspiracy theories. If you write out conspiracy theories, you're getting 102. We're 102 days from his birthday. Perfect puppets. Perfect puppets. So the other one I'm going to go over in this video before we stop it and I'll come back is John Cena. He got nude at the Oscars, right? Everybody's talking about it. Well, right here it is. It was the 70th day of the year. You write out his name at 70, just like we went over the 72s on the 72nd day of the year. So on the 70th day of the year, we got this dude standing up there nude, but it's 322 days from his birthday. And we talk about 322 so much. I even have a whole video about 322 up there. And if you write out his full name, you get the reverse of the 223, which is the synagogue of Satan and skull and crossbones, because we talk about that a lot as well. So we can see that he was another puppet in the headlines on his, his day. It's also the day that this movie dominated the Oscars. And you can see why they dominated the Oscars. They actually got 7 wins. And look, if you write out Oppenheimer, you get 70, 70th day of the year. Just like writing out John Cena, you're getting 70, and he's the naked dude up there. So we can see why that movie went big. We can see why this dude took his clothes off, right? It's all the same patterns, day after day. I don't like Trump, but I can tell you this is why they say fake news, because the news is always written by code. And the code is gematria. It's A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3. It's been featured on Jeopardy. Like, it's just knowledge that we were never taught, guys. But I wanted to go over a few of those videos, let you guys know I'm back, and I'll catch you on the next one.